who's the best pilot, and Maverick raised his hand. His answer was, that's pretty arrogant considering the company, and there's a lot of great companies here. So Jack, thank you very much. But after all, it is about honoring the human spirit. And as Jack said, I've known Jack for 25 years. When I first met him, that's the way it was. As I've kept in touch with him over the years, he has always honored me. He's always been that way every single time. And today is no exception. It's a pleasure to be here. I always get something out of the sessions, and I still get something today that I've never gotten before out of those sessions. And Jack did ask me to share, just for a couple minutes, why we elected to do that and why I elected to bring that into our company. And it was about 3 years ago that Jack called me. I hadn't seen him for a couple years. And he said, Ray, I just want to come by for 15 minutes. He came by for 15 minutes. That turned into 2.5 hours. He invited me to seminar People First down in Miami. And it wasn't shortly after that, he says, I want to meet with you again for another 15 minutes. He says, I want to be your executive coach for a year. And I said, wow, that's pretty incredible. And I said, why not? Because as you heard earlier, Michael said, you can't stop investing in training. And that's no exception for CEO or president. And after all, everybody could use improvement. So I accepted that with Jack. And we started off, and I began to give him a little bit of history of our company, the changes we had gone through in the previous years. I had caught up with him. We've gone through a lot of change, a lot of reorganization, realignment of our core values, setting a new strategy, setting a vision. And our vision was to differentiate ourselves so significantly that we changed the industry. And we would accomplish that through service, talent, and choices. And service, giving our clients the best experience they've ever had, talent, attracting and retaining the best people in the industry, and then making the right choices, aligning ourselves with people who had similar values to make the investment the best chance of succeeding. And of course, as Michael pointed out earlier this morning, our business is a frontline business, and in order to have our clients have the best experience, we have to be sure that our employees feel great about themselves. And if that happens under People First philosophy, then that will be a better chance of succeeding in making our clients happy as well. So the timing for me was absolutely perfect. Coaching with Jack, it was really working for me personally at home, in the family, business, friends. I'd introduced Jack to many different companies. And the timing also was when we were just about ready to have our annual meeting. We have a meeting once a year. And each year I always have set a goal as a CEO to try to do something in the upcoming year to have better interaction with my employees. And I wanted to do something. I've been with the company my entire life, 38 years. I wanted to do something that made a difference. I wanted to do something that was impactful and something that all of our purpose partners would remember forever in our company. And I adopted what Jack said about being the Chief Encouragement Officer. I announced that at the meeting that day that that's what I was going to be. They didn't know what that meant because I didn't know exactly what it was going to be. But by rolling People First out was absolutely the best thing for us at that time. And in order to ensure that every employee understood what People First was about, I took Jack. We went on 8 road shows of about 10 days. We visited all of our different locations, all 400 employees, to introduce it to the 400 employees. We would put ultimately 125 people through the program, but I wanted everybody in the whole company to understand what People First was so that once we began to implement it, they would see it as it happened and understood it as we went through. And that was probably, we went for 12 weeks, 36 sessions. I participated in every one of them. Jack participated in a lot as well. So the result of that was absolutely transformational. The interaction myself and all of our employees, and then you began to see interaction with employees back and forth, and our employees with other people outside the company as well. So what we got out of that was absolutely phenomenal. People reaching down inside and pulling it out, like Jack says, hey, it feels a little weird, it's a little bit corny sometimes, but you got to look at it. It's not rocket science. It's down in deep with everybody. You just got to reach down there and take the attitude. If I do it, it will make a difference. If it makes a difference, then absolutely you should do it. I can't encourage everybody more than to get a copy of Jack's book, read the book. Once you read the book, you will get engaged with it. It's standard issue at our company for every new employee that we hire. So, Jack, thank you very much for what you did.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Everybody right